Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Cagesiders. Jeremy Long, along with the coach, Angelo Reyes, otherwise known as Juntos in El Ring. Not the coach, but the show.
On Azteca, our second Azteca show.
Yeah.
And thank you, by the way, for all you watched it. I know you got like some pictures sent to you,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, we got pictures sent to us. People excited to see us on Azteca. It means a lot in this community.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
The Hispanic community in Las Vegas is large. I think about 30%, and growing. It's the fastest growing section in Las Vegas and everything. So we're happy and overjoyed actually to reach out to our Spanish-speaking friends and bilingual households in general.
Yeah, no, it's been a fun ride here, and Azteca treats us well.
Yeah.
I mean, we just want to bring you guys fun of how these two gringos got into this channel. You'll never know.
Never know.
But yeah, no, we brought you Jesse Vargas.
Yeah.
Last show, Ray Flores. Great voice.
Yeah.
Jeez, that guy's voice amazing.
Man, I'm telling you, I just he's like a Morgan Freeman or something like that.
It's true.
I just want to hand him a phone book and just say, read, my friend, read all day.
Read this for us, please.
Ray Flores and Jesse Vargas were both good sports being on the show. Man, we really appreciate it. We have to touch briefly on the events that happened in Las Vegas, to just say, hey, Vegas strong, for all the victims and the families of the victims, things like that. Still, after all this time, we can't put it into words.
Yeah.
There's no words for
tragic.
it. This tragedy has affected our city, but we love this city because everyone came together, banded together, and, not letting a psychopath win and get us down, man. UFC even stepped up to the plate, along with a lot of other Las Vegas businesses.
Put in $1 million.
Floyd Mayweather, the UFC put in $1 million.
Yeah.
Wayne Newton put in money. Celine Dion. Mike Tyson.
Yes.
Everyone from Vegas has roots to Vegas or ties to Vegas chipped in. And, we're coming out of this stronger. So thank you to all of our first responders and emergency personnel, everyone who dealt with it firsthand. And, keep your chin up, keep your head up, Las Vegas. We're going to get through this. We're moving stronger, faster, moving forward, man. So saying that, coming up, Showtime Boxing.
Yeah.
October 14th is kind of a card that's flying under the radar just a bit, given how huge the rest of the 2017 has been.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that's actually what's been happening this year is every single month tends to give us something that makes it even stronger. This past last night, we saw the Ferguson Lee and Ray Borg versus Demetrius Johnson, and Derek Lewis versus Verdum, and now we're heading into Showtime Boxing. Main event on that, Erislandy Lara versus Terrell Gashaw. Gashaw's undefeated, but I got to tell you guys, a lot of people felt that Erislandy Lara really did beat Canelo. It was one of those controversial type decisions.
Right.
He's a heck of a boxer, Cuban roots and all. So for me, I got to go with Erislandy Lara. It'll be interesting though. An undefeated fighter hasn't lost yet in Gashaw. How do you know this won't be his day to shine?
Yeah. This is a very, very interesting matchup. Two young guys, still on that come up. Lara kind of got sidetracked a little bit with that Canelo decision. Very questionable decision right there.
Right.
But you also, right on the undercard, you have
Jermell Charlo.
one half of the most exciting brothers since the Klitschko brothers decided to hang it up, man. The Charlo brothers,
the twins.
Jermell Charlo is fighting on the card.
How do we really know it's even him since they're twins?
I don't know. I don't know how they do that. It'd be funny. It
would be funny, right? I knocked him out, and I was the little brother.
But he's defending his title on the card, along with Jared Hunt.
Hurt
against Austin Trout.
Right.
So you have a really great card on Showtime. Showtime is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah.
Steven Espinoza.
Steven Espinoza, the Azteca community loves you. You're an amazing VP for Showtime Boxing, and he keeps bringing us the fights because he's also, I believe, we're seeing more and more as the year gets on. But that big Wilder Stiverne one, man, that's a Showtime card.
Wow, yeah, Wilder Stiverne, man. How this one all came together. Luis Ortiz test positive. I don't think it was PEDs. I think it was something else. His team didn't let him know. At this point, you're this high, this big of a shot in front of you. I hate to say it, Luis Ortiz. Yeah, that's on your team.
Yeah,
that's your team's fault. If they didn't let the organization know that you were going to be using some different medications and stuff like that, that's kind of on you and your team, man.
Right.
That's a big opportunity blown for right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, you remember that. Again, guys, if you've been a longtime fan of the Cagesiders show, if you go under cagesiders.com, we've spoken to Bermane Stiverne about all of this before.
Yeah.
And it was, remember, Bermane was the #1 mandatory anyways.
Yep.
And just like we said would happen, Bermane Stiverne versus Deontay Wilder, November
Coach
4th.
Stradamus.
I'm just saying. So it'll be nice to hear what our good buddy had to say to us about all of that. Bermane Stiverne in our Bang Out show today.
Yeah,
Plus, we showed some clips of our Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame. Got to
absolutely.
speak to Michael Spinks today, so that should be pretty fun, right?
Two great boxing guys. Of course, Michael Spinks is a legend. Bermane Stiverne, very soft-spoken guy.
Yeah.
You know, we really had to up the mics to hear what he had to say. He's a soft-spoken guy because he's one of those guys that says
a big stick.
He's like, hey, I'm going to show you in the ring. I don't need to talk anything. I'm going to show you in the ring. And so, it's so funny if you don't follow boxing, how the intricacies work, the ins and outs.
Right.
You're in, you're not in.
Yes.
You step aside, and then you got to come back into it. And then it could, if he comes back and reclaims the championship.
Oh, man. Can you
there's a lot of
imagine
potential lucrative fights out there for
versus
Bermane Stiverne.
Joshua, let's say if Joshua beats Pulev in Cardiff in front of 70,000 people, dude, a Joshua versus Bermane Stiverne fight would be explosive. So again, if you guys are watching this program and you're into fights, you're into MMA, you're into boxing, this is the year, man. I mean, as bad as maybe 2016 was, 2017 more than made up for MMA and boxing fans.
Absolutely, and it's leading into an exciting 2018. We'll talk about that more in the show a little bit later on, but very quick, we haven't done a who would you bet on in quite some time, but we got Anthony Joshua and Pulev coming up. Who are you betting on, Coach?
Joshua, knockout, 4th round.
4th round?
Yeah.
4th round, early knockout. He's going to catch him early, huh?
I think so.
All right, well, you know what we may have to do? We may have to check with our favorite guest, Allura Jensen, about this. Get her thoughts on Anthony Joshua. I don't know. We're going to reach out.
We're going to try.
Anything to talk to Allura Jensen.
That's true.
Anything. I asked her about McDonald's the other day.
What's better? Burger King.
Who would you bet on? Burger King or McDonald's? So we always have fun. We got a great show lined up for you today. When we come back, we're going to talk to Michael Spinks a little bit later on Bermane Stiverne. Stay with us. We're the Cagesiders.
Yo soy Ray Flores, un anunciador para el deporte de boxeo. Bien, ahí estás viendo a Cagesiders este domingo a las 2:30.
Hola, soy su amigo Jesse Vargas. No se pierdan Cagesiders a las 2:30 cada domingo en TV Azteca.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the show. Jeremy Long, along with the coach, Angelo Reyes, again down here at the UFC Green Valley Gym.
Always a fun place.
Always the best place. There's currently all kinds of athletes in here tearing it up. We love this place. We love having fun here. You actually got to talk to Michael Spinks.
Yeah, no, that was a great event. Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame. Thank you so much for always being who you guys are. And Michael Spinks, man, a legend. Before we could ever even say Roy Jones, there was Michael Spinks.
Yep, let's check it out. Coach with Michael Spinks.
He's here, and I'm here with, before even Roy Jones was around, the greatest light heavyweight we had in our era of boxing, Mr. Michael Spinks. Sir, thank you so much for joining us today.
No problem.
Now, as you guys know, Michael Spinks was the lineal light heavyweight champion all the way up until he went up to heavyweight, beating Larry Holmes. All right, and when he fought, his only loss was to Mike Tyson, and it was for the lineal heavyweight champion of the world. Truly a historical event for us. You're being inducted to the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame. Sir, how do you feel about that?
Well, I feel pretty good about that. I thought it was very nice of them to feel that I belong in there. So, that's a great honor.
Yeah, well, yes, sir. For us, fans like us, we know. Like, again, everybody always talks about when we talk light heavyweight, in the younger era, we say Roy Jones Jr. But before Roy Jones Jr., there was Michael Spinks. During that time, at the peak of your dominance being the lineal champion, you had the IBF, you had the WBA, you had the WBC. What do you remember the most about those times of your life as the best light heavyweight champion in the world?
Well, I can recall a lot of the competition, guys that I got in the ring with, and guys that I didn't want to fight, but I had to fight them anyway. But I remember a lot about that time.
Any particular moment that sticks out in your mind about maybe your most grueling match or your best win during the light heavyweight era of your time?
No, I made it through all them guys with not a breeze, but you know I kind of flowed through, and I was able to keep the guys from beating me up, and I really like that. Yes. But I have a lot of fond memories of being on top of in that class.
Yes, sir. Well, 31 wins, and then from light heavyweight, you just went right on up. And you fought Larry Holmes. Can you talk to us about that experience of fighting Larry Holmes for the heavyweight championship of the world?
He ain't around, is he?
No, sir.
Oh, well, I really enjoyed that match that I had with Larry, and I think for the first time I really had a good time in the ring boxing somebody. Yes. So I mean I remember that. I mean clearly. I mean I do remember that a lot, and I had a good time.
Yes, sir. Now, I believe you won the first one to get the heavyweight championship of the world, and then you defended it right away against him, right? So you fought back to back. Of the two matches, which one would you say was more memorable, or is it kind of like one big match that balls itself together?
No. The first match I had with him was the better one of the two, and I think I worked a little too hard for the second one. And I had some complications, but I did make it through the fight. So the first one was the best one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then now leading up to being one of the only people to really go from light heavyweight to heavyweight. It was an amazing time of your life. How did you feel being the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world at the time, and then leading up to Mike Tyson? You never took another fight after the Mike Tyson fight, but you're an amazing man. I mean, you really are. Truly an amazing man. And just like even Floyd Mayweather says right now, anything can happen in a fight. Anything can happen. Leading up to that fight, sir, what was some of the thoughts you were going at the height of that of your greatness?
Well, I was kind of wondering if I was going to win or not. That was bothering me, and I was having sleepless nights and shit, and then I had to like really talk to myself to get my head together, to get my mind off the fight, and wait until the fight actually happened. So that's what I did. I mean, I had sleepless nights. I mean, I was worried about losing and getting my first loss, or letting a heavyweight beat the hell out of me and shit like that. But I kind of like I gave myself a little pep talk. I got rid of the willies and the uncertainties. I got rid of that, and I realized that I was a force to be reckoned with myself. So I said, hey, you're not just getting in the ring with Larry Holmes. Larry Holmes getting in the ring with you. So, I mean, and that's what I did. I mean, it took a little while, but once I got to the fight site, I mean, it really got nervous. I really got nervous, but I talked myself out of it. I talked myself into really realize that I was a force to be reckoned with as well. So, I got rid of the fear and thought of a plan. I thought of that I should go out there, and when it's time to fight, just bluff him. I was going to bluff him. I bluffed him to make him think that I was going to fight him toe to toe.
Okay.
And it worked.
Okay.
It worked. So I got a lot of fond memories of that fight. It was troubling for a while, but I made it.
Yes, sir. Yes. Well, Larry Holmes was also inducted to the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame, and I believe it was in the second year of the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame. Here you are now today. So when you get up there and you get your award, what's the memory that's going to come in your head?
Oh man, the memory is going to come, but all the things I've been through in boxing, from the time I started to the time it ended, and it's just a lot of fond memories, of having a career as a prize fighter.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you so much for giving us all of your time today. This is an amazing thing to be able to talk to this legend right here. Thank you so much, Mr. Michael Spinks. Welcome back to the show, Cagesider fans, and we got to catch up with our good friend Bermane Stiverne.
Yeah. He's going to be fighting once again for the heavyweight championship.
Yeah, just like he told us, right?
He told us. Was it a Coach Stradamus?
A little.
The coach is now infecting other people with his things, his whatever he does. Check it out, our interview with Bermane Stiverne. Thank you so much for stepping in the studio with us, man.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, no, man. I know you're getting ready to travel to Miami. You're doing your big star within the Haitian community, and I'm excited because I want to hear it straight from the source. Everybody, we talked about Joshua versus Klitschko.
Yeah.
Then everyone started talking about Deontay Wilder this, Deontay Wilder that, and me and Jimmy were like, hold on.
Wait, there's another guy in there.
Wait a minute.
Right.
How is everyone forgetting the man who knocked out Chris Arreola, the WBC champ? You guys had that fight with Deontay Wilder, but I know you were sick during that fight, and you are the mandatory. Look up the word, people. Mandatory. Which means Deontay Wilder has to fight you. Can you talk to us about that?
I mean, what else to say? Mandatory, just like you said, he has to fight me. So, it's not something that he wants, obviously, Right. But unfortunately, he has to.
Now, agreements are already set, right? Mauricio Suleiman already said, hey, this is your next fight period. Right. So any developments with it? Do you know when it might be?
I know his promoter and my promoter, or his advisor and my promoter had some kind of agreement. So now it's pretty much the venue and the date.
Wow, a done deal. Right here, Cagesider fans, we're telling you, Deontay Wilder, Bermane Stiverne, done deal. Just all about the where, when, and you know what I even like, and let me talk about this too, because this happens a lot in boxing. A lot of times with money involved, they'll sit there and they'll say, oh, okay, well, you know what, we need you to step aside. We need you to step aside. So here's some cash, step aside so we can make this Anthony Joshua fight. Can you tell us, Bermane, when they tried to do that with you, what did you say?
I never answered.
You never answered, right?
I mean, I never give them an official answer, I had a chance to, obviously I'm not interested. Any kind of money they have or for me to move out the way, that's not going to happen. And the only way it's going to happen is, it can't happen because I'm on the way, so.
Now, Champ, tell me this. Obviously they offer you step aside money and stuff like that, but why choose to face the champ again instead of taking that step aside money and maybe face the champ at a later time?
So this is what I do, man. I mean, we all fight. Every fighter, every athlete in the world would love to compete for a world championship event. That's what I do, and listen, what better way to fight to become champion and then get paid at the same time?
Right.
So,
right.
So just get paid and move out the way. Nah, I'm not that type of person. Like I said, it's all about. I do this for a reason. I do it for real. So
right.
There's no way that I would accept any kind of money to move out the way for him to do what he wants to do.
Champ, thank you so much for joining us in the studio, man. We appreciate it. Best of luck in your training camp and everything. Looking forward. Summertime, maybe fall for this rematch.
Hey, as long as I'm the next one.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Cagesiders. Jeremy Long, along with the coach, Angelo Reyes. I want to say thank you very quickly to the UFC Gym Green Valley for always letting us invade their space here, invade their time. We always appreciate everything that the staff and everything does for us, and we appreciate those guys. So, Coach, looking forward, man, we got some awesome dates coming up, both MMA and boxing.
Yes.
Now, the big one's coming up, October 28th.
Yeah, that's the big Joshua versus Pulev. We're going to find out if Joshua is the one that's going to be reigning supreme. And then November 4th, which we talked about, Bermane Stiverne versus Deontay Wilder. And the winner of those two matches could end up meeting each other by next year. So boxing's having a great year. Obviously, there's other matches coming up like Lomachenko. I just got my 50 cents in.
He got his royalty check in.
And Rigondeaux, that's December 9th.
That's
going
to be a great fight,
Going to be a great fight. But MMA, man, I mean, there's still Cowboy Cerrone. Right?
Yeah.
Bellator 185, we get to see the return of Mousasi.
Yeah.
Finally in a Bellator cage.
Right around the corner, and we're going to talk about this more next week.
Yeah.
But Anna Hulaton finally makes her Bellator debut.
Yeah, hopefully, right? Damn it, it's
Hopefully.
taking long enough.
Yeah, where y'all at? Y'all want to catch these damn hands from Anna Hulaton? Like, I'm talking trash for her. Because she's so nice. She doesn't talk trash.
That's true.
But she'll put those damn hands on you, man. That's what I
will.
That's true also. But a great year of fights. You mentioned very quickly, I mean, you mentioned the awesome year the boxing had in 2017. It seems like every year, especially with the MMA crowd, they want to go, oh, boxing's dead. Yeah, right.
No, dude,
how can you say boxing's dead after this year?
Yeah, no, we were just at Canelo Triple G, and you saw how, even to this day, all you fans are still probably arguing it. Did Canelo win? Did Triple G win? In fact, go to Cagesiders.com and let us know who you think still won, and then we'll argue it all the way till May 5th.
We'll argue it all the way May 5th. We may even float out there the Paulie Malignaggi, Conor McGregor
Maybe.
eventual showdown.
Now, you guys know that's a match I want to happen because you'll probably get to see the coach in the corner if Paulie gets to fight Conor. But honestly, man, Conor's probably going to fight Nate Diaz, right?
Really? You think so?
I don't know.
I
I
don't
know the
know.
Azteca fans would love to see Nate Diaz whoop Conor McGregor's ass, right?
You know what? A third fight is, you have to pull it off because of the great, two first fights these guys had. But will they say it this year? I don't know. I don't know this year. He may just take time off and count those millions.
Maybe.
He might just do
That's
that.
a lot of pesos McGregor.
He's got a lot of pull right now. Regardless of how you feel about the man, he's got a lot of pull right now. So we want to thank everyone at Azteca, all of our Cagesider staff, Mike, Ari, Jed. Where's Jed, by the way?
I don't know.
I don't know. That loafer. We love you guys, man. Thanks for watching. Stay with us. Cagesiders.com. Become a fan. All right. We'll see you next week.